hope you are doing good. My name is Bhargavi. I recently took the PTE exam and I got my desired score of band 8. So I thought to make this video so that at least 1% of my video would give some useful information to the PTE aspirants. So first let me share my scorecard and then quickly get into the video. Well, that's my score of band 8 with overall 83, listening 79, reading 83, speaking 90 and writing 84.
PTE is a 2 hours exam and it has got 4 modules in it: speaking, writing, reading and listening. It begins with speaking section, and first we have read aloud, and read aloud contributes marks towards your speaking and reading section. I got 7 read alouds. Well, did I use one line strategy? No, I did not use one line strategy because I was always comfortable reading 3 or 4 lines completely. Next, moving on to repeat sentence, I got 12 repeat sentence, and this contributes marks towards your speaking and listening module. Understanding the level of repeat sentences, first two it was short and easy ones, and in between questions were not that easy but quite manageable. And last two repeat sentences were like as usual lengthy ones, and I could hear only 70 to 80% of it, and I repeated how much ever I heard without any hesitations or fumbling.
Next, coming to describe image, I got 4 describe image. So it could be either a line chart, bar graph or sensex data or pie chart, or it could be anything. For this I used a very simple template like the given image gives an information about. It is a very beautiful image and I have to speak for 40 seconds about this image, and there are different elements in the image. Like if it is different countries, you could say like you can see different countries or different colors or different elements. If it is a line chart or graph or something like that, you can also specify like from the image I can see x axis and y axis, I can see maximum and minimum values in the image. You can conclude by saying that the given image is very beautiful and it has got a lot of information in it. Next, moving on to retail lecture, I got 2 retail lectures. One it was like audio, and second one audio along with video playing simultaneously. So see to, and again for this I used a very simple template. Like the main topic of the lecture is, initially the speaker provided imperative information on various topics. Firstly he talked about, later he talked about, again he talked about. In conclusion the lecture was very informative. So you can even make it even more simpler. Like the main topic of the lecture is, the speaker talked about, he talked about, he talked about. But see to it that you use phrases like I have got 6 to 7 phrases in it. So I try to implement the phrases only. What really matters in speaking module is the fluency and the pronunciation, and also balancing content simultaneously. Next, moving on to ASQ, I mean answer short questions. I got 5 questions, and out of which I was sure only with 2 or 3, and remaining 2 I just answered the same thing from question. If you really doesn't know, you can just respond back saying like I don't know, or you can just repeat the same thing from question. But the only thing is like sometimes it's not about the answer, it's about how quickly you respond back. Speaking module especially, see to it that you don't fumble, you don't hesitate, and you maintain an even pitch and natural flow from the beginning until the end of this module. So this is what it really matters.
Next, moving on to writing module, here we have 2 parts. First one is SWT, I mean summarize written text, and the second one is an essay. Well, I got 2 SWTs. Sometimes you might also get 2 essays. So if not here, you might get 2 SSTs, I mean summarize spoken text from listening module. And SWT contributes marks towards your writing and reading sections. Next, getting into detail with SWT questions. For the first question, I used 62 words, and just with the simple connectors like comma and comma but. Similarly, for the next question, I used 60 words, and again with the connectors like comma and comma so and comma, which means that. Next, moving on to essay, and again I have used a very simple template with minimal words of 220. This is the template that I have used, and it's always better to add 2 or 3 sentences on your own words. Proofreading is must in writing module, and also see to it that you don't make any grammatical mistakes or typo errors in writing module, because of which your scores might get affected drastically. Guys, we always hear people saying that this template is not working, that template is not working, but it's high time we all realize that it's not about the templates, it's all about how we implement the template in a right way. Next, moving on to the reading module. First, we have reading writing FIBs, and I got 6 questions, and all the 6 questions completely it was collocation and context based questions. Next, we have multiple choice, wherein I did not spend even 30 seconds on this question. I randomly selected an answer and kept moving to the next question. Next, for reorder paragraph, I got 2 questions, and the first one it was with 4 lines and it was quite manageable, and the second one it was with 5 lines but a lengthy one and a tricky one, wherein I did not spend more than 1.5 or 2 minutes. I tried to solve as much as possible and I just kept moving on to next questions. Because time management is very crucial in reading module, next, we have reading FIBs, and I got 5 questions. And the last question was multiple choice single. And in this module, especially FIBs were completely context and collocation based questions. Next, moving on to the last module, listening. And again, time management is very crucial in this module as well. And it begins with SST, I mean summarized spoken text, wherein I got 1 question. And this summarized spoken text contributes marks towards your listening and writing modules. Referring to the template, I used this template and I got word count of 64 in the exam. Actually, from the SST audio, I was able to extract 5 to 6 sentences and which I incorporated in this template and I got a word count of 64. Make sure that last 2 minutes you assign for proofreading because there are high chances for grammatical and typo errors. Next, moving on to multiple choice, highlight correct summary, multiple choice single, and select missing words. These 4 questions are of less importance. And for these 4 questions, there will be an audio or a video playing over there, and you have to listen to it fully until it gets over. If you are aware about the answer, it's well and good. Even if you are not aware, just click on any of the options and just keep moving to the next questions. I would personally recommend to not to waste time on these smaller ones because the actual game changer is at the bottom of this module. I mean, right from dictation, which contributes the maximum marks towards your writing and listening module. Next, moving on to listening FIBs, I got 2 questions, highlight incorrect words, and again 2 questions, and right from dictations, I got 3 questions. Well, did I add additional words and extra words in right from dictation? Yes, I did, but for not all the 3 questions. The first one I was very sure about it, so I did not add any extra words, and the second and third it was lengthy ones, so I have added a few extra words. But please make sure that you don't waste your time in adding additional words. In listening module, it's completely in our hands to prioritize the questions and manage time wisely. And later we cannot come regret saying that I did not perform well in right from dictation, or I did not have sufficient time for adding extra words in right from dictation, or I just missed attending the last question. So guys, that was my experience with the PTE exam, and I hope my video would have given you some useful information. Finally, I wish you the best of luck for all the PT aspirants across the globe, and thank you so much for watching this video. Take care, bye bye.